Direct from Foxborough, Massachusetts, the gem of Norfolk County, and taped at the studios of Foxborough Cable Access. It's Foxborough Central. And here's your host, Bob Hickey.
And I'm here, and so are you. Thank you for joining us today on this wonderful episode of Foxborough Central, where we will together learn about the people, events, and organizations that make Foxborough the gem of Norfolk County. Speaking of gems, I am so glad to be joined today by two friends, Deanna Willis, who is the Executive Director of the Doolittle Home, and Jack Gannon, who is the Grand Poobah of the Foxborough Arts Association.
Vice President.
Vice President will work for me also. We'll give a shout out to Frank Quinn also, who's the other Grand Poobah, but we're very honored to be joined today by Jack and Deanna as we talk about an exciting opportunity coming up for folks who are lovers of art and lovers of the Doolittle Home. We have the Doolittle Home Art Auction, and this is a great fundraiser. I hope that you'll take a few minutes to listen to all the exciting things that are going to be going on, and let's start with Deanna.
Yes, good morning, Bob. This art auction means so much to us. The Doolittle Home is a 501c3, and as a 501c3, we're required to get funding outside of the Doolittle Home. And this art auction is one of the first events that we're going to be having, and one of the most exciting events that we can think of. We're so happy that the people from the Foxborough Art Association are going to be getting together with us to help us come up with this funding service this time. It is great. We've been talking about this now for a couple of months, and as the date comes closer, we are sitting back and we're getting more and more information, and more artists are becoming involved in this. And it's so exciting to think that this is going to be coming up in just a few months.
Well, I know there's a great buzz going on about it because I'm hearing about it from my piece of the world, and that's why I reached out to invite you on the program. But Jack, I got to tell you, the last time the Art Association got together and supported another community group, the library, it turned into a really big event. That's what we're looking to have happen here, right?
Yes, it was fantastic. We had the artists from the association got together, donated pieces. We actually were doing this for the Friends of the Foxborough, of the Boyden Library. Mm-hmm. And we did a similar thing with Walpole as well when Walpole did their library over. And they were both very successful.
So this is your first non-library.
Yes, this is great. It really is, because
you're reaching out to a whole new constituency.
Well, the Doolittle Home. I mean, we hold our meetings at the Boyden Library, across the street.
Right across the street.
And I've driven by that so many times, seen the beautiful building. Often wonder what it even was. I didn't know, and now I know, all about it. And it's fantastic.
It's a wonderful retirement home here in Foxborough. It's been here since 1915, right? Wow. And it is as you point out, a 501c3. So this auction is a charitable event. Yes. And folks who come out will be helping a great cause. And the event is on March 15th at the Foxborough Country Club. So it's going to be a rather nice evening.
Yes.
Come a little early, 6 o'clock, have some beverages, get yourself to know your neighbors, and of course with some beverages always helps people bid a little higher, right?
Always helps.
This is what we're hoping for. This is what we're hoping for.
It's for a good cause too.
Yes.
Well, it is for a good cause, but also, as we know with auctions, there are always some great bargains to be had, and sometimes it's some of the excitement of going to an auction is just saying, is that going to go? Because that's a lovely piece. Is it going to go? And you never know what's going to go high and what's going to go low.
That's right.
So auctions are really a cool event in their own right, never mind the fact that it's supporting a great community retirement facility such as the Doolittle, part of our community. And the Foxborough Art Association, it's one of those undercover groups that is here, but people don't really know a lot about it. So let's take a few minutes and talk about the FAA.
Well, the Foxborough Association has over 100 members, which is quite large for an art association. Been very active, as you know, with the different auctions we've done and different things, and we're always doing something for the community. We're established.
And you also have that lovely facility up at the where your primary exhibitors. You have the primary exhibiting space.
The art gallery.
Art gallery.
Yes, the artist studio and gallery at Patriot Place. And that's fantastic too. It's associated with Foxborough Association. It's a fantastic place for artists, any artist, to come in and show their art very inexpensively. Mm-hmm. So we love having that. And getting back to the association, they were established in 1957, so they're well over 50 years old. Not quite as old as the Doolittle Home.
We're beating you. We're almost 100 years old, but that's good.
But for an art association to be that many members, be that active, established for that many years, it's a great thing. And it's a great mix of ages. It's not just an older group or a younger group. It's a great mix. We're always getting new members. So it's a great, like I said, a great organization here in the town.
Well, it is a great organization, and you and Franklin were one of my early guests back when this program first started, and you know, and that just sort of raised a little awareness for me. Now I see the different things that go on in the different places you're at. So it is a very vibrant organization. Anybody who's an artist in town or a lover of art, perhaps, can always become part of the group and learn more. So it is a fun organization, and also one to promote local artists.
Yeah, and dues are very low, inexpensive annual dues, so it's a great organization to be
So if somebody wanted to join the Foxborough Art Association, they could look you up on your Facebook page, become a friend?
Yes,
Or they could?
They could even come down to the art gallery at Patriot Place, stop in there, talk to us there. We'll give them an application and tell them all about it and how it works.
Now this is all about the Doolittle Home, but I am going to give a shout out because I've been in the art gallery at Patriot Place. It is a lovely facility.
Thank you.
And if folks are up there for dinner out or doing some recreation or some shopping, they really should stop in. It is I don't want to call it a niche, but it is really something that is special. And also you display local work, the art classes in Foxborough, the students' work, but also not just Foxborough, also local surrounding communities as well.
Yes. Right now, this year, we have 11 high schools that are coming in. We had the second one this past weekend. With these next few weekends, we have quite a few more. We've had to have the high school students come in and show their art on the wall, and to have them to see it in a professional art gallery is amazing.
Well, you know, it's amazing. It's also well put together. It is a professional space.
Thank you.
You also have artists up there. They take their rotation, but it is pretty interesting to go and actually talk to the artist whose work is on the wall.
And to see them painting there too.
Yes.
Yes. So on the weekends you walk in, they're painting, and it's fantastic.
And you also have events, paint outs. You have, maybe you could tell us what a paint out is.
Well, paint out basically, what you're doing is we're bringing a group of artists together to all paint outside, hopefully if the weather's good, so that the artists can all mingle together, and at the same time so the public can see the artists and working, you know, in a space all together and having a great time together. It's fun, relaxing, enjoyable.
And it's a great way to publicize what you're doing.
Yes, oh yes.
And to get some exposure.
Yes.
So I suppose that in any good organization, part of exposure is exposure for a good cause. And the best cause that I can think of right now is the Doolittle Home. As a retirement facility with a nursing component, there is a wonderful vibrancy about the place, and by bringing the Foxborough Art Association in as your fundraiser, it seems like a pretty sharp opportunity to get some exposure, get the word out, but also to raise some good money.
Right now, Foxborough Art Association are our champions. They certainly are. They're coming to our aid in this fundraising event, and we're very, very pleased because the library will be hosting us for about a month, where the pictures, the paintings will be available for public view. So people will be able to go over to the library to actually see what is going to be at the fundraising event.
Yeah, and that'll start February 1st.
Okay.
So it'll be February 1st through March 14th to be on display at the library, the Boyden Library.
So everybody should go to the Boyden Library because there's great books there also.
It's a great library.
While you're there doing that, you should go downstairs to the exhibit and see the works of art that are going to be on display, and they'll be up for auction. So every piece down there will be up for auction that night.
Right.
And that night, of course, is on the event of March 15th at the Foxborough Country Club.
Yes.
Now, is it necessary to buy tickets ahead of time, or can people buy tickets at the door?
People can buy tickets at the door, but it would be preferable to have them prior to that point in time.
And a little bit cheaper.
And a little bit cheaper, yes.
So it's a good cause, but also help out your own wallet and pre-order your tickets. Now, you can get information about the auction at doolittle-home.org. That's your website, and there'll be a link or a page dedicated to the auction. Very exciting because you know, it's one of those types of events that you know, people can really come out and have a good time with, particularly since it's at the Foxborough Country Club, because it's a nice,
it's a very nice
I'll
venue.
call it a party environment, and it's one of those places that you can really sort of let loose, have a good time, and raise some money for a good cause.
The other idea too is that it'll get you out of the winter doldrums.
Yes.
I mean, people are going to have a little bit of cabin fever, and this is one of the first big events that the town has. And so to get out and mingle. And
Well, you know, as we all get ready to watch the Bruins march on towards the Stanley Cup, and
Yes.
we're all still licking our wounds from the Patriots not quite making it, and you know, spring training is just about happening down in Florida. You know, this is a good time to do something local. And so, folks, the Art Association has teamed up with the Doolittle Home. The Doolittle Home Art Association, I'm sorry, the Doolittle Home Art Auction, I'll get the name right, is going to be on March 15th, around 6 o'clock for dinner, for drinks, and then 7 o'clock is when the auction is going to start to get into gear. $25 in advance, $30 at the door. Check them out at doolittle-home.org, or you can check out the Foxborough Art Association on their Facebook page. So as we talk about this a little bit, we got to talk about the auctioneers.
yes, we have two great auctioneers coming in, Kevin and
Well, I know who they are.
I know, you know who they are. You know better.
That's why I love doing this, because I know the answers.
It's all good.
When you're a lawyer, never go into court and not know what the
Yes,
response is
it's-
before you ask the question.
Exactly.
Bill Greeter and Kevin Weinfeld are the co-auctioneers, and they've done a wonderful job in the past, and they're two great personalities. Plus, they do a lot for the community. Kevin Weinfeld, along with the Spear family, and Bill Greeter has been a long time you know, community servant as far as planning board and doing volunteer work. A lot of the behind the scenes stuff that go on in this community are done by people like Bill and Kevin. And so it's great that you're able to convince them. I'm sure they volunteered willingly.
And not only that, they did such a great job with the last auction.
Yes.
They play off of each other so well that it really brings a lot of enthusiasm.
Well, it's always good to have friends do it, and friends who are well-spoken and are able to raise a little money.
It does. It's an enormous help, and we're so pleased that they decided to do it. As a matter of fact, to get them both together, we actually wanted to change the date to make sure that they could both be at the auction.
Excellent.
So this worked out very, very well for us.
So March 15th is the date. Kevin Weinfeld, Bill Greeter, they'll be leading the charge and raising your votes, raising your money, raising your hand, whatever it takes to get the money to go into the Doolittle Home for their art auction. So as we get down to the date and the art is displayed at the Boyden Library,
Right.
What are some of the things that you're going to be doing to make this a fun event?
Well, like I said, we're going to have the pieces on display for the basically 6 weeks at the Boyden Library. You will see artists in and out, checking the pieces out as well as the general public. So many times you'll probably bump into an artist while you're viewing the art.
Okay.
That happens quite often down at the Boyden Libraries, which is great.
So it's really sharp that people are going to be able to go and you watch these silly programs on, I think they're all on the Discovery Channel, but you know, where the people go and bid and they're not even allowed to look inside the container before they, what are they, container wars? I don't know what they call it. And it's rather silly at a certain point, but this is even better than full disclosure. It's something where you can go and look and get the enthusiasm built up ahead of time, and you can go with your family, you can check out with, you know, if you're the wife and you've got that husband who's, hey, honey, look at this. This is a great piece of work. You can get that all out of the way ahead of time.
Yes.
So you're going into the auction fully informed.
And you have some amazing artists. And the artists that we have, I mean, Foxborough Association has, like I said, some very, very, really good local artists.
Very talented.
Very
people.
talented.
But
And
also
we
sounds
also
like
have
they're
two Copley artists that are coming in.
Really?
The Copley
Yes.
Society is a very, you know, high-level art group. We have two of the Copley artists coming in, Diane Panarelli Miller and Ellie Cedrone. They're both coming in, donating pieces as well. So you can have some really, really nice pieces of art there.
This is turning into quite the event there, Ms. Willis.
And
Yes,
there's going to be at least, I'd say at least 40 pieces.
Wow.
that we know of right now.
And these are all donated.
All donated.
So the time and the talent and the supplies are all being donated by.
Yes, by the artists.
By the artists.
Very impressive. So that's great support for you, and hopefully folks at home will come out and support also by buying tickets to attend and perhaps even buying some art.
And the thing is, too, is because the library is right across the street from the Doolittle Home, there's always an opportunity to go and say, hi, we're here, you know? What are we supporting?
Sure.
What is this place, the Doolittle Home? I love to give tours. You know?
love to give tours.
I love to give tours.
Well, I love the tour they just had. I mean, like I said, I've driven by that place many times, often wondered what it was like. It was so incredible from the outside, and it's just as incredible inside.
Yeah, it's a
great.
beautiful, beautiful facility, and it gives us the opportunity to become involved with the show too in our own little way. You know, we want people to know what they are supporting. I mean, it's very important to us, and it's great when people can say, "Oh yes, I've been to the Doolittle Home. I have a good idea of why they want this, you know, want this to happen, and what they do there, and how important it is to the town, and how important it is to the people that are actually living there."
Yes.
So
well, let's
this
talk
is great.
about the Doolittle Home for a little bit then, and of course, part of new ideas and new fundraising opportunities, and it's part of your charter. You are required to do a certain amount of fundraising because you are a 501c3, and your mission is to.
Our mission is to assist the people that do come to the Doolittle Home if they do need the assistance. We are there to take care of frail elders, really, hopefully for the rest of their lives once they enter the door. They can come under two plans, a life care plan, and then they do stay at the Doolittle Home for their entire lives. And the other one is a month-to-month plan, and they have the option of staying there for the residential care and then staying on our nursing unit if they so desire. But the thing is that right now we're subsidizing 30% of the people that actually live there through our various programs in the home, and this is why we have to do all of this fundraising, is to make sure that our endowment is there for the next 100 years for the people that come to the home. We've actually had people that are living there for 18 years. That's an extended period of time.
That's an amazing
statistic.
But it's a retirement facility.
Yes,
it's not a quote-unquote nursing home.
No, but we have a nursing component to it. We have a very small nursing unit that is dedicated only to the people that live at the Doolittle Home. We do not take anyone in from the outside, so it really is dedicated to the people that live there.
You have to, I know this is going to sound odd, but you have to grow up through.
Yes, you have to
grow up, grow old through the Doolittle Home.
Right.
To take advantage of the extended care facility. Then.
Right. But because we do have an extended care facility, and again, because the home is so small, our nursing staff goes throughout the entire building at all times, which keeps people a lot healthier because we're the ones doing the medication management. We're the ones that are checking up on them, you know, all the time. And it makes things work out much, much easier for people. And the food in there is absolutely fantastic, I've got to admit. It seems that everybody gains the freshman 15 when they walk in the door, which, you know, does not prove to be a problem, but is rather unique to the Doolittle Home. And it just takes them some time and energy to get with, you know, the way the building runs, and people are very, very happy there. It is a good environment, truly a great environment.
Well, I'm gonna give I'll give a combination shout out and full disclosure. My wife is on the board of trustees, but my daughter also volunteered for many years at the Doolittle Home as a middle school and high school student. Then she ended up working in your dietary.
As I said, this is very, very family oriented.
So it's very
keep it all in the family.
Neighborhood, and she would occasionally bring home leftover desserts. And I got to tell you, I don't know if I gained the freshman 15, but I certainly have a healthy appreciation for the good food that's being prepared out there.
Well, we have surveys that come around, and they're family surveys, state surveys, this type of thing. And we've always come in #1 for our food service. The food there is really quite extraordinary.
Well, it's an extraordinary, using the term, it's an extraordinary thing to be able to say, to be able to crow about, because people don't typically think of nursing home and hospital food as being good.
Right, I know.
I mean, it's not your typical Jello and mush.
Ours is not good, ours is extraordinary.
There you go. I like really a woman who's proud of her job. That is great.
She likes what she does.
There you go.
But that's the whole idea of the home. We want to have a facility that is, you know, you know, we use the dignity of the person. It's the individual. And because we're so small, we can do things for the individual. So it's not a large facility where there are hundreds of beds, and it's you know, the idea that we're trying to make things happen on a large basis. With us, we can be very, very directed to the individual. It's more like a boutique kind of facility, and our residents are well cared for, and that's our job, and that's what we want to do. That's what makes it the Doolittle Home. And again, it's almost 100 years old. It will be next year. And we want it for the next 100 years to be just as important to this town and to the people that live in the Doolittle Home.
Well, I hope that for our 100th anniversary, you'll be willing to come back and join me, and maybe we'll do something fun on this program.
We have to do something spectacular.
We'll do something spectacular.
And we'd like you all to be a part of it,
well,
yes.
I would look forward to it. I know that Cable Access has been, in the past, supporters. We've done the Doolittle Home Auction for you in the past, and partnered with you, not for you, partnered with you. And that was always a wonderful opportunity for us to give back a little bit. So we thank you for letting us participate in the past. And now I think it's great. Now with new people come new ideas, and you have a new publicity chair.
Yes, we do. Virginia Lair, and she can be reached at 508-543-2694. Virginia is our marketing person. She's also our fundraising person, and she's got more enthusiasm than I do, which is pretty hard to manage.
I can't see that, I'm sorry. I'll have to meet this Virginia Lair person, because I don't believe that could possibly be happening.
We tend to really like what we do at the Doolittle Home, and you'd find it in all of the staff there. We're so proud of the home. We're so proud of the people that work there, and the people that live there are just spectacular. That yeah, we're good at what we do, and we like what we do.
Excellent. Well, you know, with Virginia Lair coming in and, and partnering with the Foxborough Art Association, sounds like we've got a really dynamic opportunity here to create some good publicity, but also to raise some good funds. So as this program is wrapping up, I want to just, I'll give you each a chance for a last word, a co-last word, if you will. But I'm going to run through the drill again. We are here to publicize the Doolittle Home Art Auction. And that art auction is going to be held on March 15th at the Foxborough Country Club. You should go. You should also log on to doolittle-home.org to find out all the details. Or go to the Boyden Library. I'm sure the details will be posted at the art preview, which will be from February 1st until right up to the auction on March 14th. Go check out all the pieces that are being donated from members of the Foxborough Art Association and a couple of special ones from the Copley Group. Which is very exciting indeed. And the other thing is you can also check out the Foxborough Art Association on their Facebook page. Go in there, become a friend, become a part of the solution, become a part of the fun at the Foxborough Art Association. As Doolittle Home comes into the night of, there's got to be a buzz out there, but hopefully what we're going to have is a lot of buzz out in the community.
Prior to this starts our campaign to have people understand what we're doing out there, and we really can hardly wait. This is probably one of the most exciting things that the Doolittle has done in years, and we are so pleased that the Art Association has partnered with us. It is a great opportunity for everybody, especially us, and we can't thank them enough for their time, effort, and talent.
Well, I want to thank you for taking the time to come in, share with us, share with our viewers at home. Jack, I'm going to give you the last word.
I just wanted to just say that, like I said, when I toured the Doolittle Home, how beautiful it was, how incredible it was. You talk about the enthusiasm. It's there. It's fantastic. And I got to see firsthand the people that were there, the facility, and what you're going to use this money for. And it's such a worthwhile cause. So please come down, check out the preview starting February 1st through March 14th. And then come down to the art auction at the Foxborough Country Club and really have a good time.
And win. Bill Greeter or Kevin Weinfeld looks at you and says, hey, give me a little more money. You can come down there, raise your hand, and get yourself a lovely piece of art. I will see you there. And until then, I hope you have a great day. Take care, Foxborough.